Hello there everyone, and welcome back to the American Revolution. So we're about to make our way down to Florida as commanded by our commanding officer to take post down in Florida and see where we can get it from there. As you can see off to my left, we've got my tracker and we're about to load up this cart and be on our way. Make our way through quite dangerous territory. First we'll have to pass through quite a bit of safe territory, hopefully, since we're passing through British territory, but then later on we'll pass by Indian territory, and right now I do believe that the British are basically at war with everyone, so there's some danger ahead. But let's go ahead and make our way down to Florida. I think first we'll actually set course for Detroit, and then I think we have Fort Miamis down there, and then we've got the city of Wincanis. I'm not entirely sure how you pronounce that. And so that is where we plot our course, and then we'll have to travel to quite a bit of Indian territory beyond that, or there's quite a bit of open plain before that, but then we reach Indian territory, and beyond the Indian territory we've got a bunch of different stuff. There's lots of enemies down around Florida, so I sort of understand why I sent us there, because that territory is very much under attack. Let's see if we can't... We were attacked! Return fire, you idiot! Ah, I got hit! Well, you got him. When you... Damn it. That could have cost my life if you weren't... Recruit them as mounted patrol. Or recruit them just as anything. So I can get a special recruit just to get them as... Well, we're gonna move through heavy bushland, so I think we'll skip the horses. So now we've passed by Fort Detroit, which currently does not hold any special character, or there's no general in there, so we'll just pass that by and continue on to Fort Miamis. So far the trip has gone pretty darn smooth. I'm not entirely sure why I have to see all these stupid messages given to me by the AI. Toronto is actually besieged by Lieutenant General Nathaniel Greene, something the dark side. But hopefully that holds. People said that the quite a few had the impression that the colonists had it rough. I would rather say the opposite. Now in real life it would have been a lot harder, of course, for the rebels comparative with the British, but in this mod I would say that it's the other way around, since Britain is at war with basically everyone. We're just gonna go ahead and say hi, just so he knows us. So we've introduced ourselves, and then we're gonna carry on down to the city down there. Now I've already noted that a few cities, when you go in to the armor, it crashes and the game stops working. So there's a few of those that I'll have to learn, and I'll have to make sure to save before I go into certain towns and check the armor, since it seems to be rather unstable. I'm not sure, do I have any more people in my party? Because we could possibly see about recruiting even more people here. I have room for one more. Actually, our forgot to check your skills. We need more pathfinding, which if I increase intelligence, what we can do then is we can put that in power strike and iron flesh. But then after this we're probably gonna have to put it in actual strength. It's quite a cheap party, given that I almost have, well, I just remember that they're all like the base recruits, so now we gotta put our course. God damn it, there's loads of these. Now we gotta put our course towards Tallahassee. And now we're gonna go over great big open territory, and then we're gonna hit Indian territory. We've got the, who's this? The Cree tribe. Or the Creek. And then we got the Chickasaw over there on the right. Probably got a few more. We got the Cherokee tribe. And then we got the Spanish as well. Oh, look at that. William Meadows party. But I think I need to... Oh, crap. We need to hurry and come to the aid of William Meadows party. 77 men versus 9 enemies. We're gonna just follow with the British regulars. They will lead the way since he hold the since he is he's got the higher command. Those are fast, those little Indians. Oh, look at that, he charges out. Well, I am just as brave. William Meadows! Great fighting! Thank you for your help, stranger. We haven't met properly yet, have we? What is your name? My name is Hans. Well met, Hans. I am William Meadows. Thank you for your help, and I hope that we meet again. Okay, so nothing of use there. Right, let's continue. Maybe William Meadows is also on the way to Tallahassee. Although he travels quite a bit faster since he's got a lot of dragoons and stuff. Oh! Quest cancelled. So, supposedly I was to report to Charles Cornwallis, the Marshal, for a battle plan. We're gonna pass quite close to the Chickasaw tribe now. Oh, very close. Let's not go that close. I can't exactly remember which village it was that I had been given as... Oh. It was this one. It's burned now. It's burned to a crisp. Well then, I guess we'll go ahead and report in Tallahassee. Before we continue on. And hopefully maybe the village will restore itself. Before we... oh, that's a big party. I'm not entirely sure we're at war with those guys. After consulting with the peers of the realm, William Howe has decided to confer the marshalship to Bannistrate Tarleton. So Tarleton is now in charge. We got Campbell here, and it looks as though him and his party has been crushed. And so I've made it into the castle. Hopefully he's here, and I will report to John Campbell. Do I know you? My name is Hans, and I've been sent here to take up residence at La Poche, whatever it was called. And I will lead my militia from there. Under your command, of course, John Campbell. I hear that you have pledged allegiance to our Lord William Howe. Good man! Our Lord is a noble soul and rewards loyalty and valor with kindness and generosity. Very good. 2 feathers, and the rest of you. The thing is this, what will be the plan of the militia? We've got the Cherokee tribe have set up and taken this fort, San Pedro and San Francisco, which lies in the middle of our territory. Same for the Spaniards, which have built or taken up at position at Fort Saint Juan. Question is, are we at war with these 2 factions? The Cherokee tribe and Spain. Let's go ahead and check. Spain. Spain is at war with Great Britain. So those guys are at war with us. Then it was the Cherokee, I believe. Not the Cree, the Cherokee tribe. The Cherokee is bound to choose not to attack Great Britain for another 14 days. Right. So the Cherokee, we're not at war with them, but we are at war with the Spaniards. And it would be nice to kick the Spaniards out of here. Kick them back to Veracruz. Keep them out there as to not bother us. So I think our first mission would actually be to go ahead and scout at Fort Saint Juan to see what kind of... They've only 37 men? And they've captured a British standard bearer? Well, it looks as though fate is smiling upon us. We will lay siege, and we will charge this fort with my militia as soon as conveniently possible. I will lead my men in this assault. Open fire! Soldiers, charge! Capture the fort! They've got no crew whatsoever. I think we just cut down the Spanish colors. No, it's still going. That guy actually looks like he has a cuirass on. This is not very accurate. It's fast, but not very accurate. Charge in! Force the Spaniards out! Hooah! Charge through! Oh crap! Oh, I'm about to fall! No! Ah! Hans fell from the ramparts. We lost 18 men, 9 wounded. and we slaughtered the garrison. Ah, I must go inside and crush the last ones. Or the last one, there was really just this guy left. What does it say? Wait. Something ordnance... Flag of Spain. Ordnance shield. Very good. We've taken this... Oh. Ah, I've never noticed actually there's no roof on this. Strange. You are my prisoner now. You are my prisoner. No, you are free to go, sir. Let's see what we got. Got a Spanish sword. Not too good actually. We got some new stuff. A lot of hats. But that's about it. I will request that it be given to me, and I can have this as my location where I can start up my my troop. Oh, this place is being raided. Captain William McIntosh. I do not wish to fight just now as I'm severely wounded. Ah, crap. Loads of Spaniards turned up. Oh, and loads of other people. We don't have the manpower to hold down the fort. We're gonna have to surrender it. But the fact that I was able to take it will probably show British command that I am to be reckoned with. So that failed to take the castle. Local entertainer and local rebel militia. Well then, entertainer, what do you do? How about you can teach me a poem? Maybe. Can you teach me one of those? Heart's Desire. First and the last. Go ahead and teach me that. And then I think we're gonna go on a trip, try to recruit some more men from the local territories. Ooh, those guys are fast. And I'm not healing too well. We never actually got a healer to join our party. So that will also have to be quite a high something to do on our list of priorities. Question is if I will be able to take on that many Indians. They're closing in fast. We never reached St. Francis. Captain William McIntosh. We'll have to fight you then. The enemy outnumber us, but it looks as though we've found a pretty good defensive position up here on the right. And we can hold the Indians off as they try to cross the river. So we'll set up here, looks good. Hopefully this will work. Hold out, men, hold out. Oh, here they come. Keep firing. They outnumber us very heavily. But I'm hoping that they will be slowed down sufficiently by trying to cross the waters that will be able to push death in among their ranks. I have a hard time just seeing the enemy. They got Europeans in among their ranks. Or those must be American rebels in among them. Keep up the fight. There was a heavy fight. Hans feared for the safety of his men. We gotta retreat the line. The Indians are too good in close quarters combat. Crap. It looks like it's all over for us. We're gonna have to try to get out of here. Soldiers, follow me! Hans finds himself now alone. A lone survivor. Need to cover my retreat. There's so many Indians. Ah, crap, I actually rode into that axe. Ah! Hans was hit in the head and he fell off his horse. The entire militia was taken out. McIntosh, he killed 4, wounded 2. Hans was able to kill 11 people. But unfortunately that was not enough. We killed 36 in total, or we took out 36 in total. And the enemy took out, so we took 1 each. After painful days of being dragged around prisoner, you find a chance to escape from your captors. They stole a few things. They stole a few hats. I thought maybe they've stolen the hat of my head, but they hadn't. McIntosh. They got 16 loyal recruits captured with them, but I have no men. And most of the towns here have, or most of the British ones have been raided. And Tallahassee's under siege. When they said that the Americans had it hard, it seems as though the British have it much harder. I hope there's a way to turn those messengers off, because those are annoying. Like, I don't need to know that those things. Stupid Frenchie. But I'm gonna go ahead and recruit some men. And then, unfortunately, we're gonna have to fight in the village. J'accuse en Joseph le Pestre de Van Vuban. I've got you cornered. Give up. We will not give up this village so easily, you French dog. Hans took up the took command of the town militia and prepared to fight. They've got blunderbusses and stuff. Here comes the Frenchies. gonna be a hard fight. Probably worse than the Indians, maybe. Is that the officer coming right at us? Yes, I think it was. No, that was the officer. Hans was able to wound the French officer as the French advanced. They were trapped down in a gully, and the militia was able to fire quite heavily upon the French as they tried to advance up the side. It's hard to see what's going on the left flank. But it seems like we pushed the French off. It seems to be easier to fighting the French than to fight the Indians. Forward, militia! Reclaim your town! Hans shouted as he drew his sword and charged a French grenadier, sliced him across the face, and then once more across the stomach. And the town was back in British hands, although at a heavy price, I think. Yeah, we lost 14 good colonists. Highwaymen, no way. But we take the villager and the female colonists. And yes, Saint Augustine. Let's move into the tavern, see maybe mercenary dragoon. What kind of, how much money do I have actually? 6,000. We can see about selling some stuff. Actually, save. The sometimes the armor doesn't work and it crashes when you go in there. Luckily, this one didn't. We're gonna have to sell some stuff. The Spanish stuff. And some of these hats. The rotten beef. Rotten chicken. The pistol. Speed rating. This one has a range of 90. This one has a range of 77. There's a speed rating of only 2 points below. This one is actually better, I think. This one has an accuracy of 90 though. This one has a 72. Ooh. Scottish uniform. That did not look too nice actually. Quite a few different Austrian uniforms, Dutch uniforms. Austrian Fusilier. Russians and Grenadier. There's a load of different uniforms. But I'm gonna test this air musket out. Well, this has pretty good accuracy. It's a bit slower than the Jaeger rifle, but seemingly it has improved the accuracy even though it said it didn't. Strange. We need to gather more men. Sarasota is one of the few towns that are still standing, and then we'll have to go to St. Matthew, and then from there maybe to Tallahassee to see what kind of siege is going on there. William Meadows. I'm gonna have to work these villages quite a lot to get them up to speed so I can quickly recruit quite a lot of troops from them. Hurry to Tallahassee! There's a siege going on there. If we lose that town, we'll only have one town left in this area. And we'll lose the town that I got control over. And we might get completely pushed out of Florida. And then we'll have to move back north again. And find another way to attack our enemies. Oh, this is being raided. So not only are they raiding this, it's quite a big force as well. 25 men. Well, I could actually, if I get the townsfolk to help me. Villagers have joined the battle. Ah! Captain William McIntosh! It's time to strike and smite you. Form line quickly! Stupid militia. Not my militia, but the town's militia. Ready yourselves. Actually, stand a bit closer. Here they come! Here comes the Indians! Let's see if this one is better. It doesn't seem like as though it's better. Better to get off my horse. Keep it up. Goddamn Indian. Keep firing. You know what? I think we got him. Charge! We did it! I saved this here town as well. That damned McIntosh. He had sold off most of them to slavery. Some hats. That's all he had left. The town should be safe. I wonder who's sieging Tallahassee. We have managed to gather an incredible force of 10 men. It's the Red Cats party. 79 men. In him alone, it seems. So, they lift the siege, and Hans decide to celebrate the long and hard journey over here by having a well-deserved drink. 1 beer, please. Thank you. Let's see, this looks like an interesting fellow. By the looks of it, I'd say you was Spanish. I am lost. Lost. Why so gloomy, my friend? I have committed the greatest of sins, sir, and it is to my shame that I must appoint you my confessor. If you should like to hear it. I was a captain of horse in the service of the Spanish lord here in Tallahassee. Or no, Saint John. Juan. And my brother served with me, but we were both in love with the same woman. A courtesan, a temptress, who played upon our jealousies. My brother and I quarreled. I had a drink too much. He slapped me with his glove, and I split him upon my sword. My own brother. My sword arm was stained with the blood of my kin. Do you believe there is hope for a man like me? Can I find the path to righteousness, or am I doomed to follow the demons that dwell inside of me? You could join us, right wrongs, fight oppressors, redeem yourself, that kind of thing. Yes! You must have been sent by divine providence. Lead me away from darkness. I am well practiced in the arts of war, but I beg you, sir, I wish to use my skills to defend the innocent, the pure, and the defenseless. Not to be a common brigand and wreak more misery than I've already wrought. Happy to be of service. Get your things together. We shall be on our way. Good. Give me a few moments to prepare, and I'll be ready to move. Oh, and there's there's an actual priest right there. You could have do you confess to everyone? Did he confess to you as well? Wait, are you even a priest? Looks like a pervert. Well, he knows my name. Location for commander, mercenary captain Aventis. Looking for chaplain, staff officer. Okay, so he knows a lot of stuff. So even though he's a bit of a perv, he knows a lot of stuff. We really need a medic, don't we? And he's already got a bit of intelligence. And he's pretty good at fighting already, so we can just work him towards becoming a medic. So then we would get some uniforms and clothes to look the part. But yeah, I think this will be it for this episode. So I hope you guys enjoyed it, and hopefully I'll see you guys for the next one. Bye.